So today is February 11th, 2026, and this is today's trade breakdown. Right now I'm on gold on the 5-minute time frame, and right off the bat when I woke up, price was around this area, around here, right? And then from here I was just looking for confirmations to see whether price is gonna go up or down. Right off the back I see that price is on a little demand right here that hit, but price broke that demand, right? So that wasn't valid. And I also see, like, if I go to the higher time frame, this is also a demand right here. Or if you go to the higher time frame, this itself, this whole zone is a demand zone right here, right? Or it could even be like right here if you want to be more precise, right? So I already saw, okay, that was the demand zone. 3 MAs are underneath, price could potentially be going up, right? But I was mainly just focusing on the trading session that I was in, which is between this time frame. Like, I was mainly focusing on what price was doing within the shaded gray area right here, which is the session time frame that I trade in. I wasn't worried too much about what price did on the previous session or before this time started, before 7:30, right? So right off the back, yeah, I noticed that, and from here I was just waiting. And I also see right here that price is going down, came up, came down, broke this low, came up, and now it's rejecting right here, right? Then by this time, this is 8:30. This was this news candle. So this news candle ended up pushing down, breaking this low. So right off the back, okay, I'm seeing, okay, price broke one low, two lows, and basically it's not three lows, but price, broke these two lows. So I can see, okay, price is on a downtrend currently. Like, what price is doing from here, like from this area, from the shaded area to where price is at right now, which is the news candle, price is downtrending. So I'm not worried about too much what happened over here, right? And with this news candle, by the way, you can see price broke all these lows right here. People who have buying positions to buy gold, they all got stopped out. Boom. So price just grab liquidity right there. Basically, this will be a liquidity grab, in my opinion, right? So right off the back I see that, and I'm like, okay, price makes this gap, and right here we could see a supply zone, right? Why is this a supply zone even though price is uptrending here? Because price broke this low, price came down, broke that low, came down, came back up, and then price shot back down, breaking this other low. So it broke the low twice. We already signified that price is on a downtrend, and from here we're just waiting. Even though the 3 MAs are not aligned in our favor, we're still just waiting to see how price reacts of this area, right? Because at the end of the day, price action is king. So 3 MAs could be saying that price is momentum is pushing up, but price action is telling you that price is pushing down. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna trust price action more than the indicator. Right, so right here, price didn't hit the zone yet. I already sent this out to the group chat, by the way. I already sent this setup to the group chat, and I was like, guys, keep an eye out to see if you see price come and hit your zone, hit the gold zone, the supply zone right here, and from here, once the price does, we're gonna be looking for sales. Bam. So right here, price hit the zone with this candle, and then the next candle open, I got in for sales right here as soon as price broke that recent candle low that touched the zone. My stop loss, I put it around here, around this area near the end of the zone, because that'll tell me, okay, if price comes all the way up here and hits my stop loss, there's a high likely chance that's gonna break the zone, and that trade was invalid anyways. So from here I was just waiting. I was already in the trade, and then obviously my first target is 1-to-1. One time my risk. Nope. One time my risk, and from here we was just waiting. We was already in the trade. There was other people already in the trade as well, and from here we're just waiting. Price started going deeper into the zone, and as you can see right here, also there's still a gap right here that needs to get filled. Look, if you could see, with this candle, this black candle that news created, right? Price came back up and filled in all the gaps. It filled in this whole gap, this whole fair value gap, all the way up to here. But there's still this tiny gap right here that needs to get filled, right? So I kind of got in the trade prematurely. Right? And then what price did? Boom, filled in the gap. Now that gap is filled. That fair value gap is filled, right? So from here I was like, okay, I'm still gonna hold the trade. Price almost hit my stop loss. It was super close to it, but it didn't. So right now I'm still gonna hold the trade. I'm gonna trust in my analysis and see what happens. From here I ended up getting in again on this trade, like around here. As soon as I saw price coming here and it started rejecting, I ended up getting in like right here again. So I ended up taking like a extra trade, or I place an extra position with a little bit of extra risk, just to see, okay, if price goes down into my first take profit, we make some extra money. But if price comes back up and hits our stop loss, I ended up risking like an extra, maybe like 0.20% per, like, you know, like extra, like $50 type. If I was risking $500 in the whole trade, that second trade I took was like an extra $50 risk being added, right? So from here I was just waiting, and I was already in profit from this trade, from this position that I entered, right? When price almost hit my stop loss, I entered again, and then price shot down, I was already in profit. And then right now we're just waiting for this first entry to be at break even and go into profit. Then this candle started coming in. I think that was yeah, that was the New York Stock Exchange. We got this candle, and then from here we were just waiting. Boom. Then after the New York Stock Exchange, literally 5 minutes later, this candle just drops down, hitting our first take profit. And from here I was holding. I closed out one of the trades, and then I was holding. Well, I closed out one of the trades, and then the other trade, the second trade I took, I think I closed out half of it, and I had that little bit of running position. So I had a little bit still in the trade that was live, floating in profit, right? And from here I already broke even, right? So I put my stop loss at break even. So now I'm not risking no money. I already secured profits at 1-to-1, and from here I was just waiting to see what price did. Right, price started coming down, rejecting, and then I saw this candle start, you know, going bullish. So I ended up closing out the whole trade, the last position that was running, and basically, yeah, and that was it. That was the trade. So I basically closed majority of all my positions at 1-to-1. Right, at 1-to-1, including the second position that I entered when price was near my stop loss. So everything got closed at 1-to-1. And yeah, that was basically today's trade. I'll show you guys how much I made. So in today's trade, we ended up making $500 on our regular risk, and then an extra 200 and some change with the other extra trade position that I added, for a total of like $812 for the day. Damn, that car loud as hell. But yeah, that was like an extra, you know, $800. I mean, an extra 200, almost $300 placing that second trade. And yeah, and then before, that was when? That was literally 15 minutes before 10 a.m. I was already done with my day. And then from there, you know, we just closed the computer, closed the machines, called it a day, and then just moved on with life, and then continue, you know, doing my morning routine. And yeah, and now we're here doing this video. So yeah, that was today's trade breakdown. That's pretty much it. There's not much right now that I could add to it. I do have some gems and all that, but that might be for the next video coming up. But yeah, till next time, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you.